now here I am. Okay. Okay, so this is so fun. So good to see you. So, tell me all your secrets and what you would like to work on.
I just listened to one of your Zoom meetings where you talked about getting ready for a show. And you were saying, gosh, I just wish the judge would always know all the backstories because I got a 6 on this canter, but a year ago this horse couldn't even canter. It's like, this horse should be dead or something.
Exactly. I would like to just go by with a sticky note and be like, just so you know. Just for
Yes.
your information to
Right.
keep this all in perspective,
Yes.
that this is kind of a miracle.
These are the 3 life challenges he's had.
Exactly. And there was at one time with his hoof, you know.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So this is Willaker.
Yes.
He is a miracle horse. He's 19.
great. Wow, he looks great.
Well, yes, he looks pretty darn good for a 19-year-old.
Yep.
I got him when he was 5. He was not started. He was. I was doing it for a favor for the breeder, who's a good friend of mine.
Yep.
And he was horrible to start.
Like naughty.
Naughty, weak ass. He came with a huge under neck, and he hadn't even been ridden yet. And so he's got all the conformational issues that you would not really look for in a dressage horse. So when I first saw him, I'm like, oh, good. I don't really like him very much, so I won't attempt to do this.
Right.
But then his little funny personality, I just love this horse.
Took a hold.
He took a hold, yeah. So anyway, I ended up keeping him, and I evented him for a couple years, and then I crossed paths with Walter. And so he used to go like a sewing machine.
Yep.
You know, it was like riding a jackhammer.
Yep.
And Walter's like, oh, this will not do. And so he worked with me for, until he couldn't come. Even
Yeah.
after he couldn't come to the U.S., we did a lot of virtual stuff.
Oh, cool.
And I used to take Willaker up to Canada.
Okay. Yeah, how long of a drive was that from here?
Well, it's about 13 and a half, 14 hours where he used to live.
Right.
It'd be a little longer, I think, going up to where, Toronto area. But
Got it.
he used to live over by Niagara Falls.
Yep.
And so Willaker got a very horrible injury when he was 11, and we were just sort of getting into dressage, just seeing the changes in his body. And he jumped a fence, a tall fence on ice, and came down on top of it, and he had profound injuries, like life-threatening type injuries. And so he had to stay on a 2-foot rope for over a month, just standing, was not allowed to move.
What did he do?
He had really deep, like 6-inch deep lacerations all around the girth, the shoulder, into the shoulder.
Lacerations. Wow.
Yeah, straight up, post going straight up. And then he also took a huge blow to his right hip, to his shoulder.
Because did he then fell?
He bit the top of his lip off, which it sort of grew really like a sort of cute.
Yeah.
But he bit his lip off.
Because then did he stay stuck?
So he came out of it. It took a year to get over that injury, but what happened was he was left with a very bad neurologic issue behind. And I think besides the injury, the standing on the rope, he lost all connection to his hind legs. And you'll see even today, he'll trip a couple times. That's just normal for him. He used to trip 35, 40 times a ride. Like his whole hind end would get out when I first started riding.
That's incredible.
So he's 95% beyond that,
Okay.
which is great.
And that happened when he was 11?
Yeah, he's 19 now. Then he came out of it with a very severe case of kissing spine. So he has a real short back, and the blow literally accordioned his spine together. So I didn't understand that until I started kind of getting through his rehab, and it's like his back was so tight.
Yeah, you're like, this is not the same horse.
Yeah, atrophy. So we had the kissing spine surgery.
You did?
And
Wow.
we did the one where you lengthen the tendon or the ligament.
So did they take bone out? They just cut the tendon in between to like release it.
In 5 spots. And so that was a pretty rough surgery on him.
Yeah.
And it took another 6 months before I could ride him, and then another 6 months to get his back strong again. And I'm happy to report he has about the best back in the world now. Like it's soft.
I'm like shocked. Even like the look of it.
Yeah.
That it's like these stories you were telling me. I'm just like,
Yeah.
how does this all look like that?
Yeah.
When this has happened,
and we still struggle with our conformational challenges,
Yeah.
Um, I loved what you said about, don't be the rider that others want to see. Be the rider that is going to help your horse move better. Don't ride the movement, ride
Yeah.
the way the body should work.
Yes.
So his trot is so much better than it used to be.
Yep.
He'll never have a big trot, but
Right.
it's good enough.
Yes.
And he's a hot potato. He can be a real hot potato. And I can't show him with any horse he knows. He's got to go by himself.
Yep.
And then he's okay.
Yep.
But I get a lot more in the show arena than I ever get at home.
Darby's the same way.
I was listening to your stories about that. But
Yeah. She's like, you should take him to the show. He loves to show. I'm like, I've only been riding him like 6 weeks. That's kind of the last thing I want to do is go into public,
Right.
And she's like, no, really, he loves that. I'm like, okay. And I was like taking her other horse. I'm like, okay, Darby can come. And then I was like, oh, I got like 3 times better work at the horse show than ever at home. I was like, okay, she was right.
Well, when I go by myself, and he cannot know another horse in the fairgrounds.
Yeah.
Because like my friends' horses, that's a no-go.
Yeah.
Because they're at my place too much.
Yeah,
Martin,
he knows, yeah.
We have Martin.
Right.
So
And he's like, these are my people.
these are my people.
Hey.
And sometimes he thinks he recognizes me. Like that spotted Appaloosa. Well, no, that's not Striker. That's
Yeah,
different.
exactly. You actually don't know that.
But he gives me a lot then at a show. And,
Yeah.
We managed through all of this. We competed at I2 last summer. I know. And I don't know what I'm doing. I'm an adult amateur. I've never.
It does not sound like you don't know what you're doing.
I'm an adult amateur. So this is the most advanced horse I've ever ridden. And I trained him so that.
Okay.
So I know we have gaps. Throughness with him has always been a huge issue. He came out of the mom like this.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I have younger horses. I've got several other horses, and I've got 2 5-year-olds, and they're so much easier than he is in terms of throughness, and they're only 5.
And like, where do you feel is his, besides like the base of the neck?
The base of the
Yeah,
neck.
and the pole. Okay.
And then he's a tight made horse,
Right.
by nature, and so his back doesn't hurt.
But it's tight.
It can become like concrete
Yeah.
very easily.
Yeah.
And I don't sit the trot that much on him.
That's fine.
It takes a long time for him to warm his back up.
Got it.
And when I do the lengthening across the diagonal, I have been known to go.
Oh, yeah, I actually, when you said that, I'm like, do you have a bucking strap on the
No,
saddle? Yeah.
I just braid to here.
Oh, I love it. And you're like, and I grabbed this loose part.
And I've never been caught on that, but sometimes
Yeah.
I have to do it because
It's so tight.
Again, his trot is the worst trot of any horse I've ever ridden, and I've
Yeah.
had a lot of horses. And
Yes.
I've never ridden a horse with a trot like this.
Got it.
It's awful.
Okay.
It doesn't look bad, but it's terrible.
Yeah.
So, where we're at, and Martin comes every 3 or 4 weeks.
Yep.
To my place, it's awesome.
Yeah.
He's coming next week again, and he's been wonderful.
I love it.
And anybody who can get their gold on a hard quarter horse, I'm like all about it.
I know.
Or Chimera.
Yeah,
whatever it might be.
exactly. We're like, Warren, you can do it.
Yeah. And for a long time, Renee McKinley was my hero because she got
Yes,
Ben was like
yes.
21.
Yeah, it was so cool.
So I don't know if we'll make it to Grand Prix. I mean, I've been minimally showing him because of his age, and
Yeah.
so when I get my 65, I'm like, okay, we're there. Let's go home, not do more shows. Let's
Right.
do it. That's how I've been doing the
Okay,
last couple years.
I like it. Yep.
And so we managed to get that at I1 and I2. by
That's
some
great.
miracle. Yes.
Yeah.
And
And what do you feel are the biggest challenges to the Grand Prix for you guys?
well, he does not understand massage.
Okay,
So that isn't built into him.
got it. Yep. Okay.
So we've been working on trying to give him the idea.
Yep.
I've tried a lot of different things.
Yep.
He's got a tiny bit of idea, but not really.
Okay.
And then the other thing is, I'm the one that taught him the 1s and the 2s, and I had never done it before.
Okay, that's okay.
So therefore, our 1s and 2s are not secure.
Okay, I was gonna say conviction goes a long way.
Yes, and so we can get changes constantly.
Okay.
but Just when he wants them in the count he likes.
Okay.
So we can't necessarily always get 2s, we can't always get 1s.
Okay.
We might throw 2 in there.
Got it.
And I Charles last year, and the funny thing he did, he had him doing that ribbon exercise with the half cast and the
Yep.
pirouette.
Yep.
And on the last one, he said, "Now ride straight to me," and I rode straight to him, and he did a line of ones by himself.
Of course.
So that's
Yeah.
how he does it. He throws them in all.
Okay.
He thinks they're fun.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the long story.
Okay. Are you riding tomorrow too?
I wanted to, but there wasn't a spot, so I would have loved to.
I see that face.
If there happened to be a spot, yes.
What time do we start?
And I'm an early riser. Get motivated.
Okay. Well, yeah. We'll see how, because that would be fun to do again tomorrow. I'm not sure how far my drive is tomorrow. So there's that.
Where are you going tomorrow? Oh, to Vegas?
No, I'm going north of Milwaukee. West Bend, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. They just tell me they're picking me up, and that's all I know. There's like a drop off. Someone drops me off in a parking lot, and someone's picking me up.
It's a matter of trust.
Exactly. I'm like, okay. I'll have my white hat on. It's like, who's picking me up? Oh. No, it's somewhere north of Milwaukee. Okay, well, let me just see him go a little bit, and it's a pretty amazing miracle. Good. Are you in the academy? Yes. Have you watched the suppling of the pelvis with Montana and Isaac?
I just heard you talk about that. No.
Okay, I want to do it. And then you can watch it, and it'll give you a totally different feel watching it too, because we're going to do it. And so, because it's a really great, okay, so the exercise is 20-meter circle, school trot, shoulder in to like 4 to 6 steps of canter, back to school trot, back to shoulder in. Good. So I want you to have them on a little bit more angle. I like that very much. And you can, for me, it doesn't matter. You can still stay a little bit posting if you want to, like whatever. And I want them a tiny bit more bent left and a little more there in the neck. I like that little bit more roundness. You feel that? So you can really like raise up his withers. Good. And then a little bit more sideways feeling. Good. Yes. Good. And then from there, I want 4 to 6 strides of canter. Yes. I mean, you don't have to be huge, you know, but when you come back to the trot, that's because that's right there, right? That's okay. Good. So I want almost like an exaggerated angle in the shoulder end. Good. And a little now slower, 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 to try to get his pelvis to rock and roll a little bit more, right? Like he gets, you know, that whole tightness in the low back. And I want to see his hips be a little bit looser. Good. So they're a little bit rounder in the neck. So you can imagine, like, in this work, you can raise his saddle pad. Good. And when you get to the canter, it doesn't need to be a huge shoulder 4 angle, but then I do want to go back to the collected trot, or back right away to the school trot in that shoulder in. Good, shoulder in. Yep, 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 doesn't matter. Good, that's okay, good, doesn't matter. Explain it, explain it. And because he's having like he's smart and he's guessing like 3 different things. It also means this exercise will help change his life.
Yeah.
You know, because he's like, I would like to do everything but the exercise because you're smelling around my pelvis and you need to get out of there. Good. Back to school trot. Yes, school trot. Yep, good. Good, slow, 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 but more crossing of the, you know, I don't want it a leg yield, but good. Yes. Now I start to see his pelvis start to shift, right? Like from the back, when you watch it in your video, you're gonna watch his little, his little bum on top of his tail. Like, so from here, I wanna see his left hip, right? I wanna be able to see the outside hip because he starts to roll and let go in his pelvis. Good. Just like body's got cantoritis. Good. Sit, sit, sit. Right, seat bone right, seat bone right, seat bone. Give a little bit left rein, give a little bit the right rein. Good, that you just there. That he's all, like that neck muscle is always a little bit present. Yep. Because that's, again, him pulling up that saddle pad by making the neck round enough at the wither and like chewy enough through his jowl. Good for you. And then that we need to get access to that low back and his hips. Good, sit, sit, good, 2, 3, 4, good. Yeah, right leg. Yeah, good for you. And then give a little left rein, give a little right rein to see if you can just drop his neck a little. That's the neck. That's the neck. Ooh, feel how he got looser? Good, good. Back to the school trot. Good, right hind, drop the neck. Good, sitting tall, down on your back seat bones. Good, on your little back pockets there. Good. And I'd like him a little bit chewier through your right snaffle rein. Good. I like that neck. I like that neck. Good. Yes. Good. Oops. Right, good. Good. And tall chest. Good. Sit, 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 sit. Good. Because I want your weight, I want you to be able to like jump down into his little hocks. Yes. Well done. Good for you. Good. Walk in a little rest. Well, it comes really quick. It kind of sounds like an easy, oh yeah, like 4 to 6 steps, you know, and then it's like, whoa, that's quick. Good, we'll change direction, we'll do the same thing to the left. And so I like that little bit rounder to make sure, like for me, I have passage on my brain, right? Like that's where we're going. And so we kind of start this warm up of like, okay, I need, for passage, I need his hips to swing more separately from each other, right? Exactly. Like when I watch him from the back on top of his tail, I need to see his 2 butt cheeks doing more. Yes. Shoulder in, shoulder in, shoulder in, shoulder, a little rounder. Good. That a girl. Good. Coach him through the contact. Coach him through his withers. Good. Yes. Yes. That's okay. Good. Yeah, good for you. Good. So that he doesn't climb up in his neck. Good. Super. And I want you to think about being able to keep him a little rounder through your right rein. So that he's not overbent. Like I want him flexed left, but I want him round through your right ring finger. So Isabel Worth always talks about keeping the horse through the inside jowl. And then the outside rein keeps the horse through the wither. And he needs both. There you go. There you go. There you go. Yes. Good. Left hind, left hind, left hind. Good. Good. Left hind. Jump down into his little pelvis. Good job. Left hind, left hind, left hind. Good. Yes. Round through your right rein. Which doesn't mean like, oh, I need to flex some right, you know? You mean you can if you want to, right? Because you're almost Grand Prix, so permission to like ride your horse how you do. But it's really about inside the left flexion that you keep him chewy. That's a girl. Well done. You keep him chewy through the outside ring finger. Good. Widen your collarbones. Left hind, left hind, left hind, left hind. There, he could have been straighter through the right shoulder. Good. Straighter thinking. Good. And more crossing of the left hind leg. Try to get his hocks to connect. Yeah. Even less neck bend and more crossing of the hocks to get to the low back. Good. That a girl. That's different. Super job. Oh, hard. Good. Good. Right rein control. Left hind leg. Yep. Yeah. He's like, guys, I did it. I should take a long break. Good. Left hind to the right knee and the right rein. Thinking about that connection of your outside thigh and your outside elbow and ring. That a girl. That a girl. Yep. Fine. He was like, guys, hold on a second. Yep. Good, just give him a walk break for a second. That's one of my favorite, like, warm-ups. It's really hard. You know, and it's cool because what do we need for passage? Number one, we need swing. Not his thing. Even before all the traumatic events. Like, he's not gifted with the great trot. We need swing. We need engagement. In order to get engagement, we need the cars to be able to go over the bridge, right? And with this tension, it's kind of barricaded a little bit. So we have, like, I always feel like when I really want that level of engagement, I want to always make sure I have the horse super loose. And so this is a wonderful canter, trot, trot, canter is like step one, besides lunging, to get the horse to be swinging and loose in the back. When I have that, then it's like, okay, now that I've unlocked you, now I can actually like change your pelvis because I can drive over the bridge, you know? So now I can like, when I get to the island over the bridge, I can like change the culture of the island, but if I can't get there, I can't do anything, you know? And we also need that separate articulation of his pelvis and his hip joints. And in the trot, of course, that's why, you know, horses that don't trot great usually have a tight back, and like canter really helps those horses relax, because in the canter, of course, there's only one oscillation of the hips because the hind legs don't keep changing, right? It's always like ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. And in the trot, it has to be da, 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 you know, and they have to slide the same amount. And so that's one of my favorite exercises because it also rounds the pelvis, but unlocks it at the same time. So the next thing I want to do is I want to look at a little haunches in and a little haunches out at the school trot. Good. And I want you to think about being able to like trampoline down, down, down. And you kind of, there, do you feel it? You kind of have to like force him to bend and like, good. And now with your inside foot, while you're in the haunches in, I want your left foot, or a little bit the left whip, because I need him to pick up his left hind leg a little bit more. Does that make sense? There, you feel that? There you go, good. A little bit less angle, so right heel down too, good, and yes, left hind, left hind, left hind, left, pick him up, Good, good. Now a little bit rounder in the neck because there he blocked a little bit in the wither, that he can really hang his own neck from the wither. Yeah, like so, like so. Good, and now you kind of like jump down into there and ask for a little passage tempo a little bit. Good, jump down, jump down. Now a little left, left hind, left hind, left hind. Bring him back a little, bounce it down, bounce it down, bounce it down. Yeah, good for you. Good for you. Straighten out. Good. Keep that bouncing. Keep that bouncing. Yes, good. Now the little bit the renver. Left hind, left hind, left hind. As you flex them right, keep them round through your left ring finger and jump down with your seat. Seat. Yes, you got to kind of like tell those hind legs to bend and take weight. Like when the hind leg lands on the ground, you need to like teach it how to bend. Good. Little touch on top of the croup with the whip. Hind leg. Good. Sit. Sit. Taller in your chest. Allow your weight to go down the back of your seat bones. Little more renver feeling. Yes. Good. Left hind. Left hind. Touch with the stick. Left hind. Not a girl. Yes. Yes. Left hind. He's got to pick it up. Pick it up, pick it up. That's a girl. Good. Yes, straighten out. And a little medium trot. Cha, 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 cha. Good for you. Good. Widen your collarbones. A little more power in your back. Good. Yep. Push it, push it, push it. Good. A little more trot. Cha, cha, cha. Yes. Good. 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 Super. Straight ahead down the long side. One more medium trot down the long side again. A little rounder in the neck. Good, that he doesn't brace and block in the wither. And then he's round enough that he can like really swing through his shoulders. Super. And bring it back. And feel that rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. Circle here. And now keep that energy level, but take that to demi-passage. Now slow down, but keep that, yeah, that's engaged. Good for you. And now again, the haunches in to the right. Good. Step down through your right leg, and bring your upper body back a little bit. And like hesitate a bit in the top of your post. Yes. Good. Hesitate. Hesitate. Good. Right leg longer. Good. And a little touch with the stick. So feel like your post can like push them up. Push them up. There. Yes. Touch with the stick. Push it up. Yes. Up. 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 Good. Carry your own right fist and right leg longer. Good. Up. 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 Good. This time into the sitting trot. Stay with the haunches in, demi-passage feeling, and then I want your right leg, right leg, right leg. Good. So it's the inside leg, inside leg, inside. Because you got to teach him how to pick up that right hock a little bit more up under his body. Yes. Good. 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 Yes. Now forward out of that rising trot. Up. Up. Push it up with the back of your body. Like your belly button, I want to go up to the ceiling. Up. There. That post. Good. Push it up there. Push it up there. Good. Right leg long and a little 2-pounder with your right foot. Ta-ta. Yep. Kick him on the right. Good. Oop. Yes. Aha. Good. And now back to sitting. Back to school trot. And the renver again. Good. Change it to the renver. Good. So haunches to the left. Yep, you got it. Doesn't matter. Good. Now I want your right shoulder blade and your right elbow. Yes. Anchored down into your right seat bone a little bit there. Yes. Feel that? Good. Right hind, right hind, right hind. Slow down, but increase the jump. Good. Slow, but up. Slow, but up. Slow, little touch with the stick. Slow, but up. Yes, good,
good, sit, good. Ooh, right leg a little bit, good, super, yes, careful that where's the circle? Good, now back to the haunches into the right, long in your right hip, long in your right leg, half out through your right shoulder blade, good, hind leg, hind leg, hind leg, hind leg, keep his pelvis changing, good, straighten out, and a little medium trot, good, push it, more power in your back, yes, yep, good, one wake-up call on the right foot, right hind leg, ta-ta, yep, push it up there, yep, good, push it, yes, good, push it, hind legs, yeah, aha, good, and now I want you to go up into passage from that energy, so I want you to think a little left shoulder, right shoulder, and up it goes. Good, so then bring it back, but up, up, up as you come. Good, bring him back, slow, slow, close your knees, good, so your abs and your knees and your elbows, bring it up in front of you. Slower, touch with the stick, up, up, slower, tap on top of the croup. Yes, there you go, keep there, stay, bring him back, good, bring it back, touch again, bring it back, good, yes, you feel that, good for you, up, yeah, walk and pet him, good job, super, awesome. I was like, that was real? Yeah, that was like 3 steps. But it's all so close. It's close. We just have to cook it. On the rotisserie chicken, we just have to keep cooking. Not quite, and then give it a little taste, not quite ready. Keep going. But there is a real element of, and like it's cute because like whenever I call it cooking, this was Body's life. Sandy's horse was one of the first horses I learned this on, and it was also like I didn't have anyone to chase me around with the whip at that time. Like now I just have Michael Klemka like running around with the whip, and all of a sudden they all passage, you know. I'm like, oh, look at this, you know. But what's cool is that, you know, we did ground poles. We had to really make her round, and it was just this haunches in, haunches out, with a half long falling down neck, changed her life. And a year later, she passaged, you know, and it was just like, she always had a really good like extended trot, you know, but it was like, how do we get this to like change, you know? And so we have to unlock his pelvis. And then teach him, and there's 2 theories we did, and you'll see 2 different videos, and I can send you the titles, because first we did, well, there's 3, right? The suppling of the pelvis, which is, I just love that as a warm-up for my older horses, tighter, whatever. Then we went to the concept of unlocking. Haunches in, haunches out. Haunches in, haunches out. There's a concept within that of when you're in the haunches in, then you as you're pushing the horse in the haunches in, you kind of ask him to pick up that inside hind leg to like bend it and bring it off the ground a little quicker. Because there's a weight load situation we need, and then there's also a bending and expression we need. So there's like twofold there. So in that haunches in, I'm asking the horse, if I'm in haunches in right, I'm obviously sending his energy to the right. And then you can pick up, you can like bounce it up so it like, you know, because when a horse really gets collected, there's a sense of like they narrow up into a higher level of balance, you know, where like a young horse is like the bottom of the pyramid, and the Grand Prix horse is the top, the peaky top of the pyramid. And so there's a narrowing that has to happen. And so when you do that haunches in, and you like ask him to like pop up, that's his first experience of like taking all my energy and making myself taller. Then we unlock, and and we weight load left hind leg, we weight load right hind leg, and then we send it forward.
And that was very interesting how hard it was for me to get him to come back from that forward, and then, you know, and still say stop.
Yes.
That was kind of common too, but when I tapped him up the fruit, it's like that gave him the idea.
That he like, exactly. And Charles a lot of times talks about, I mean, you always hear him say, give him a 1, 2, shake him loose, you know? And so there's this, because we also want the horse to go also narrow, this swivel is a big piece of that, like, you know, and like, then you talk to Susanna and she's like, everything in life is a spiral, even our DNA. And you're like, look at that. Isn't that interesting, right? There's always like, look at me, like this happening, you know? And so that's why this whole like swivel in riding is there, because there's always, you know, this spiral happening. And so you want to think about like, as you're like kicking the big joints loose, his hips, his shoulders, and he's like medium trotting, because the medium trot is the twin to the passage. Just like the rein back is the twin to the piaffe, and the shoulder in is the twin to the canter, right? Like the horse's musculature and process work the same. And so the tempo is actually also the same from medium trot to passage. That's why it's in the Grand Prix Special as like the pinnacle of all levels. So you want to allow him to like feel that like, wow, like he, you know, and then you just change that energy. And you like swivel it up instead of like stop it. I mean, there is a little bit of a like okay, stop extending, you know, but then it's like, but here, do this, you know, take your energy up like that. Does that make sense? Do you want to do that again, or do you want to? Okay, that's what I was thinking too. I'm like, I know you can do the canter. If we can fit you in tomorrow. Where'd Katie go? Oh, there she's leaving. I mean, oh shoot. Oh, is there like another spot we could do tomorrow?
If you wanna add on, that's up to you.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yes, can we do that? Okay.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm waking up early because it's like noon my time, so I'm like, it's like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Would it make sense to do it again the same direction?
Yes. And then I think we should look. Sometimes I've been surprised. I totally support what you're thinking, and I agree. But I think sometimes I get stuck in that thought, and then I go to the other side, and I'm like, oh, why didn't I do it in that side? Because it actually came faster. You know what I mean? So now think about up, up, up with your right leg, even slower. And like jump down in. Yes, yes, good. Coach him. And he's like, I'm getting wrinkles by my withers, right? And I'm like crawling up into a little tiny ball. How about canter pirouette? Sandy, does that look familiar? It's like, you know, yes, good boy. And then post a second. Just to give him that rhythm. Yes, now longer through your right leg. Yes, right, so, ooh, you feel that? So that right leg can go like down and then like, woo, kind of pick it up from there. 100%. You know who made that cool? Jessica Brendel, whatever, however you say her last name. Like she's posting in the piaffe. And look, 94%. Atta girl. Up, but long in your leg. Up, long in your leg. Awesome. Good. Yes. Right foot. Good. Now try to change your posting diagonal, actually. Up, So now you can use your right leg, right? Good job. Yep. But long in the right leg. Yes. Up, up. Coach him, coach him. Not too much angle, not too much angle. Good. Right leg long, long. Right elbow in. Good. Up, up. Good. Good. Right out of it. Good boy. Yes. And whatever that looks like, walk and a cookie or rising trot or whatever. Wonderful. Walk, pet him. We're going to look at the other side because who knows, maybe it surprises us. Super job. So fun. And then tomorrow we canter. Good. Up, up, tall in your chest, long in your left hip, long in your left leg. Up, 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 up. A little bit more right elbow. Ooh, that changed something. Did you feel that? The minute you changed the diagonal, something got different. Good. Up, up, up. A little bit less angle, a little more control through your right rein. Do you feel that? It's a little bit slack on the right. One little touch with the stick on top of the croup. Coaching, coaching, inspiring, up, left leg long, 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 long. Touch with the stick. Up, up. In this direction, think a little Ronbear. Yep, tiny bit. Because I want his left shoulder to lift up, up, up. Good, yes, good. Touch with the stick. Up, up, in rhythm, bring his energy tall. Yes, touch with the stick. Ooh, yes, yes, yes. Walk and pet him. Good job. Ooh, that's so fun. Good job. No running. No running. Yeah, 100%. 100%. He is so great. That was so good. Ooh, it's all right there.
I know, and I didn't think he had it in him. So, that was awesome.
So great. So great.
Break through this and then secure changes. I think we could almost.
Well, that's why I have to see you tomorrow. Because tomorrow will be Tempe Day. And we'll take a look at that. Because, and I can send you like 4 or 5 videos to like just get it like in, like what does it look like? What are ideas I could do, you know?
Well, I'll get on the academy tonight because you named a couple of them today, and that
Yeah.
I listened to your Precinct George I1,
Yes.
and you mentioned several
Oh, yeah.
videos, and I thought to myself, well, I need to go back and find those.
I do the suppling of the pelvis with both Montana and Isaac, so it might be interesting which one, like Montana's Grand Prix, but Isaac's really interesting. And then, I don't know if it came out yet, but with Raffy, I do the haunches in and the haunches out. I connected it to Piaffe for that horse. But the half pass to Ronbear with Montana, watch that one, because tomorrow let's warm him up in the trot with that, and then we'll do more canter tomorrow. Okay. Awesome job. Rachel, we'll get you hooked up.